Ba 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 ba.
Thank God.
Ba 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 ba.
Most people don't like big girls.
We're here. Come on.
They're really skinny, tiny guys.
Why isn't
Girls that get 3
Why isn't what?
it's not happening on YouTube yet?
How's that?
Yeah, it takes a second,
Boyfriend
but we're live.
We're live.
From what
didn't even want to think about it, but they were.
check my phone.
Hey, there's always
Hello?
someone for everyone.
G'day, ladies and gents. Wait. Come on. It's already recording on the camera and the pod.
Hello, hello, hello.
On track.
We're here with Paula, friend again.
Hey! Which one's the pause button? Oh, never mind.
What do you want to pause?
I don't.
The applause button.
Please
applause.
do not applaud at home. This is weird. You know, that's your set.
Coming to you live via the power of the internet.
Hey.
Got it.
Okay, now we can like
We got a great episode in store today, ladies and gentlemen. Back with Paula again, who joined us on our New Year's episode.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Our old neighbour,
Hello,
old
Paula.
friend, Paula friend. And she is, she was talking to us about the fact that she can do tarot. So
Okay.
we're like, let's bring her on the podcast
But
and let's do it live for the ladies and gents.
I'm just putting out a disclaimer. I am not a psychic. I am not saying that my grandmother is talking to me. I'm not saying that your grandmother is talking to me. I am not even saying that I'm influencing anything or that you're influencing anything, but it could be. All I'm here to do is to show you what a Celtic card spread is, which you would probably get if you go to see a psychic reading, and tell you what the cards mean and what they will say, depending on what is there in those positions. And then the rest is up to you. You can decide whether you believe it or you don't. But I don't do cold readings either. I don't look at a person and then go, you're rich, you've got a wedding ring on, you've got stuff about your children, you're twisting your wedding ring, all right, maybe this is matrimonial, you know, because there's normally like 3 reasons why people get a reading. One is love. It's probably the biggest one. One is, will I get a promotion? And the other one is, should I move or make a change, you know, of moving, changing a relationship, having a baby or whatever. And the majority of those people already know what they should do. They just want to hear it confirmed. So those people are easy. If you were going to be a cold reader, you would tell them what they want to hear. I just tell them what the cards say. But in a traditional tarot reading, they will bring you in. You'll have like normally a tablecloth or something. I was meant to bring my mat, which has like 10, because the tarot reading has 10 cards. It's a very good overall reading for past, present, fears and dreams, blah, blah, blah. And it's one most psychics will use, so it's very familiar. It's called a Celtic tarot spread because it looks a bit like a Celtic cross. Not really. I have no idea who came up with that idea that it would look like a Celtic cross, but it's called a Celtic card spread. And just depends on what position things are in.
You might need to hold the mic a bit closer.
Just depends on what position it is, things are in, that it will then depend on how you interpret it. Is it upside down? Is it backwards? Is it in hopes and fears? Or is it in prosperity? Is it, and there's like 72 cards, I think, in a tarot deck. I used to know this. Please excuse me. I have forgotten so much stuff that you probably weren't alive for. And I'm just trying to remember all of it, and I didn't have time to prepare properly. Otherwise, this would be so much organised, it'd be like a school lesson, which none of you really want. But yeah, so I
You can
can.
always do more tarot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do it for people online, well, or over the phone, but I don't like to just I like to do it person to person, and I don't charge. That's my difference, and I will write down what's on that spread, and then let you take that away so you can see, and I will even write down my definitions of what I've said this was and date it so you can look back at it and say, well, that's a lot of shit. Or, yeah, it was worth it. And even if it was a load of shit, you could go, well, it didn't cost me anything.
So is it in response to questions or?
Yeah, so you go in, I'm really hot, sorry, and they
We want
flush.
AC back on.
Menopause. That's all right. No, you're okay. It's just me.
Oh, right.
What happens is you can ask 3 questions. I do it for myself because it's a way of me revealing what I already know. Like when I am stressed and I had a shitload of things go wrong for me, but for the whole year beforehand, I kept getting messages that were saying your life is going to go
Higher or
to
lower?
shit.
Lower.
Which it did. I ended up needing a liver transplant, moving. You know, it was complete.
The fan, not the temperature.
All my beliefs, my my home, my way of living, all got smashed. But it had shown up for over a year beforehand. And I was like thinking every little thing that came along must be in this big major card, but no. In hindsight, it was actually my liver died. So, which was the big thing it was telling me, but, you know, and caused me to have that problem.
So your liver died?
Well, yeah, it stopped working for a year.
Wow.
Because of the transplant, but yeah. That's why I got a transplant. It was like, they were pumping me full of antibiotics so that I would live until they could get a new liver. Because I was that close to dying so many times. But that was what was showing up in my cards. So I don't read for myself. It sucks. Unless I do it for my birthday or New Year's Eve or Halloween. But that's it, you know, just a general.
Yeah.
But I will not for myself. And if somebody comes and asks, I'll do one, but only if they're serious. If it's a game, I generally don't because I don't fuck around with a Ouija board. I've seen too much shit. I mean, and come on, who hasn't seen horror movies, really? You know?
True that.
Have we all seen Ouija?
Nope.
No.
No. I remember a network video. It was there all the time in the horror section. And I was like, nah, even
That
though I get
looks-
7 weeklies for $7, I never picked it up because it never looked
That movie looked lame.
Well, I remember looking at the reviews and it was shit house. And it got plenty of sequels too, I believe.
See, the way I see it, and maybe this is part of my belief, I don't know, but I'm a hedge witch. I am a witch, yes, I'm sorry.
A witch!
That's it. But I'm a person that lives in the middle of nowhere and I make things out of bone and wood and fur when I'm in the middle of nowhere. And, you know, I make my own medicine and all that sort of stuff, you know, very earthy. But at the moment, stuck in a city, I'm not. But I do readings. But I try to explain what I do to people as, you know, when you go out on a hot summer night and it's full moon and you can hear the cicadas or the crickets and you can smell the jasmine and it's that nice cool bit, you know, and it looks so lovely and you feel so connected to everything. That's
Yes.
what I do. That's what I do myself. But I have been in covens. I've been a solitary witch, and I was almost a satanic priestess at one stage, but that's another story.
Wow. Plenty of cool backstory for Paula.
So it's not a fluffy bunny thing to me, you know. Like it's come through, and they were serious about it. So I don't. There are times when it's just a general thing like this, but if anybody starts to muck or want to do things seriously, then I suggest you find yourself a spiritual mentor or a teacher or something, because you want to make sure you know somebody who knows what they're doing if they're going into things like Ouija boards and that sort of shit of things. But if they're just reading, am I going to get a job? Will I get a boyfriend? Will I get another kid? That's harmless. And I don't like hurting people. I tell the truth, but I don't curse people or anything either. And some people can use it for that. Like I use the cards in my magic all the time, in my personal use, but that's a different thing to what this is today. This is mainly a medium psychic reading you would get at any psychic fair or online even. Though sometimes online they give you 3 cards, 3-card or a 5-card read, because they're not going to give you a full 10 one because you got to pay more. So they give you little ones so you keep coming back. Rather than giving you a huge big one for the year, they give you snippets. So that's a 3-card one, snippet.
Do you know the origins of tarot?
I think it was called Tarioki or something. It was like a medieval game that they used to play. I do have a book where you can actually learn how to play it.
Okay.
I can't play it, but it's something sort of like between Go Fish and Euchre, where all these ladies used to sit around and, they used to have their own printed decks. Back when printing first came out, it was like, oh. But I think it was Elvius Pappas, maybe, who was the first one to actually put the cards and esoteric stuff together. But the tarot cards most people use today are based on something called the Rider-Waite system.
Okay.
He was an English guy that got them commissioned. And the woman that did it, all those drawings that you see in all the decks, they're all based on archetypes. And her drawings are the most well known. So when you see those drawings, those archetypes, they're from her. But ironically, when it was first brought out, they didn't even mention her name. She was just the drawer. It was the guy who, I think he was like a Rosicrucian or something, and that's why he wanted to get this set of decks done with one of their Rosicrucian other ladies that drew them. And then Crowley brought out his own deck, and then now everybody's got their own deck, like they've got their own podcast. So, anybody who's this spiritual decides they want to make their own deck.
Sweet.
But yeah, it's got your normal cards with like your pips and everything, and then it's got your witchy bit, the esoteric bit. So yeah.
Awesome.
What got you started into it too? Like, when was the...
Well, I wanted to learn about it. And so I did a course. And it was a fantastic course with a lovely witch. But, everybody's... you might have one teacher and everybody will go, oh, don't go to them, they're shit. And then everybody else will go to someone else and they'll go, oh, but don't go to that one, they're shit. It's a personal thing. But the person that I studied with, I thought she was great. And I paid. It was a lot of money back then, but it was over 12 weeks. And I almost got a whole folder full of handouts. She would have handouts every week. We got our own deck to play with and learn. And then she explained the cards. And then we got to practice with each other. It was really in depth, and I appreciated that. Although, to be honest, you can go online and learn how to do it in 5 minutes. So,
Which website would you recommend?
Oh, I got no idea. YouTube I'd start with. How to do a tarot deck.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Good answer.
Sorry?
Good answer.
Yeah. But there is pagan communities around, like in Melbourne especially. Sorry, shouldn't have scratched. In Melbourne especially, so they advertise every so often and go along and do a summer solstice or winter solstice thing if that's your thing. If not, don't go and don't protest. Just don't go. And yeah,
What about if you're just curious and want to see what it's like, see what it's all about?
well, you can. I mean, people gawk anyway, but
What if you want to do a g'day? What if you want to do a g'day and ask people there what is love?
they'd be just looking at you going, all right, so meth head or what? It's not like it was. I mean, yeah, I don't know what it's like in Melbourne. I've been a solitary since I've been down here, so I can't say. And I am not certainly speaking for anybody. I am not associated with anybody, and I am not part of anybody's group. So I don't even know anybody down here. So I'm just my own person doing my own thing. So that way, I can't get in trouble with anyone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So what have you brought today?
All right. I feel like show and tell. But
Hey, it's
all right. So this is what I take. This is what I take with me everywhere. It's probably, I don't know if you can see it.
We
Nice.
do
Black
Instagram.
bag.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little pouch, but it has the righted weight deck in it. And I use this one because this is the one I don't work with on my own. This is a general touchy-feely one that anybody can touch. So some of mine are differently charged for different things. But most of them will have like that tartan background bit. See the blue
Yep.
and whitey sort of thing?
Mm.
And then there's a whole series of cards. And it's pretty thick. Like, if you've got little hands like me, it's hard to shuffle because it's more than a normal deck. Yeah. But in there, they then have archetypes, which, you know,
No, the fool.
eh?
The fool.
Oh, yeah, the fool's always the first. Whether he's 0 or 1, he's always the first. Then you have all the esoteric ones, but you also have, like, instead of the 4 suits, you have cups. Instead of hearts, you have pentacles. Instead of spades, I think it is. Oh, no, it might be, yes, spades. Clubs, wands, or, clubs are wands or battens sometimes, or stars. And then, that's the 4 of them. Oh, and diamonds, they're pentacles, because it's money. So that's your 4 suits. Pentacles, clubs, what's the other one? Swords, and cups. So that's love. Love is cups expression. Swords, that's like intellectual, sharp tongue sort of things. Communication, air sort of thing. Cups, that's water, love, dolphins, you know, all that fairy, happy, joy stuff. That's all considered expression.
Yes.
Cups. And then the last one is pentacles, which is money, you know, abundance, prosperity, endurance, work, bankruptcy, you know, poverty, that sort of stuff. So that's all material sort of stuff. So yeah, it's material gains, expressions, air and communications, and the last one was, help me out here, patterns, which is energy. You know, like travelling, being being ambushed, all that sort of stuff. It's very fast energy. Mm. And people are based on those as well. So like based on if somebody came to read for me, according to traditions, you would have a card that represents themselves. Say, all right, Brennan comes in maybe, and he's a big guy with like maybe dark hair. I can see he likes his food.
Sure does.
Might have long hair, maybe a beard. So he looks more like a pentacle type guy, because he's concerned with material things that make you feel happy. You might get another person that comes in, looks like an athlete. You know those ones that are always wearing their trainers and their joggers and the designer things and the Lorna Jane leggings and, they've been to the gym. They're ones. Energy, energy, energy. Can't sit still. Normally, redheads too, or, that sort of energy. Blondes, they're cups. They're love. Love, joy, happiness, deep feelings, passion, that sort of thing. So they're meant to be cups.
Wow.
And then, depends on the person even. And you put that down, and then the other 10 will cover that. That's if you're doing it traditionally.
Yeah.
If they're not, they just put them down because they're just doing a spread and they don't know you, and they obviously weren't trained to do it that way. Because, it depends on, I guess. And the positions can change as well. Like, somebody might teach you that something over here is meant to be subconscious, when really, when they were taught, it was over here. Doesn't really matter. You still got the same topic. It's just different place. So if it's only the cards themselves that changing, that's fine. But if you're changing like everything else, you've got to have a system to run things to. And if you aren't using the one that they're expecting, it can be very confusing. Like some people use Japanese abstract cards, which most people have no knowledge of and can't read. And I think sometimes they do that. So they're basing their assumption that you really don't know what they're talking about. So
Easy to fool.
yes.
What are the other stuff that you've got there too? I know you've
So
brought a
this
few
is like
things.
the one that I would do for reading.
Yeah. Reading.
This one I carry with me for
What's
when
this?
I'm in a hurry or like that. I always have this. This is my pocket tarot. It's a little tarot.
For tarot on the go.
Yeah, I always go on the presumption that I might have to leave quicker than I come to some place.
Like last night.
Yeah, but I have a go bag almost always. So if I have to leave, the things that I need are in that go bag, whether it's my charger, my keys, my sunglasses, something like a tarot I take with me because it can entertain myself. But if I ever had to, I could charge. I would not like to do that, but I could.
How much would you charge?
Oh my God, I would charge under $30, which is very
Okay.
good.
You should just start doing it, Paula. You need money. This could be great advertisement.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I could.
NDIS, she can afford it.
Yeah.
I wish. Oh my God. Oh, well, I can afford it. What I can't afford is a new wheelchair. But
Well, there you go. Well, get that to be your wheelchair fund.
I go fund me.
Yeah. Hey, I'll do tarot. I'm raising money for a new wheelchair.
On stream, so you don't even have to leave the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And this book here, I use this. This is called the Pictorial Key to the Tarot. Yeah,
Could I have a look?
well used. I can't even remember who that's by.
Arthur Edward Waite.
Oh, yeah, it's the guy that wrote it.
And
So there you go. Wait, the Rider-Waite deck. But I have
Oh.
another one, and I use, which is with practice, but I brought along,
Be careful.
what?
They may fall off the pocket tarots.
Oh, yeah. I'm so unco.
Wands.
Yeah, wands. Wands, cups, coins or pentacles, and what's the other one? Wands, cups, pentacles, swords. This is also, you can buy this from a newsagent. I did. I just wanted to have a look
Oh,
just
yeah.
to refresh my stuff, and It's not really. It's a very good sort of general basis to get you going. You know, I think it cost me what $15, but I had the proper older.
You can always find a good magazine at the news agency that's willing to dive down into any.
Yeah, so there's those. But I mean, I have round decks at home, so you can't tell what's upside down and what's not,
Ah, okay.
which makes it harder. And then there's some decks that have no male figures. They're feminist. They're weird. Different.
What if
Not-
males do them?
Hey?
Males can't do the female.
Well, they probably could if they want to. I would assume most. I've got to say,
You can say it. It's live.
Yeah, go on.
most transgendered people.
Well, she said it.
Cards anyway, wouldn't they? I just assumed they would like the. I'm sorry, I'm assuming too much. I like the girly ones sometimes, but I prefer myself. I'm a darker person. I like the dark stuff. This is why somebody gave me a Christmas present. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a collector's item right there.
It is. I was actually seeing a thing on Tim Burton today, and you know how he just never changed through the years. He was amazing, that guy. Oh my God.
What was his last movie?
Wasn't it new Willy Wonka?
Oh, was it Beetlejuice?
Yeah, Beetlejuice. And
I
before,
still remember him.
And you said that was good,
Thank you.
and he had a few duds out in a row. But maybe that's a comeback.
slowly,
I haven't seen that one that he did with what's his name? The guy from Django and Inglourious Bastards.
Big Eyes.
Yeah, I haven't
I
seen
think-
Big
I think
Eyes.
I watched it with you.
Maybe we did, and I have forgotten completely because we were that
Well-
stoned when watching it.
Probably. Well, it is intriguing and fascinating because it is because it's from the same writers who did Ed Wood,
Ooh.
and yeah, it is based off a true story about a married couple, the wife who was actually extremely talented, but since she took his last name, yeah, he started getting all the credit, and he
Yeah.
never once painted at all. So, and yeah, it was all, and she wasn't kept hiding behind the whole facade until a couple of Jehovah's Witnesses came to her doorstep. And one of the main things about Jehovah's Witnesses, always be honest. And
Yeah.
that's what caused her to divorce him, take him to court. And yeah, I think she's still alive and still doing painting.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, the only thing, yeah, Lana Del Rey does a song on it. But yeah.
How many different tarot decks do you have, Paula?
I don't have a lot. I know a lot of people that have over 100. I've probably got maybe 2 more at home,
Mm-hmm.
maybe that I use.
Just happen to be on this page.
Should have, I think. I've also got a Rosie Crucian cross one, and I also have a Aleister Crowley one that I use myself. Of course I do. But that's different, and that's totally different for a totally different podcast. Probably.
Is that when we open the gateway to hell?
Well, that's when you do a lot of shadow work, and it's not something you do.
So do they differ with what's on the cards?
Some they do. Aleister Crowley's got a limited set where I think. Now, don't quote me, all right? Or quote me and tell me I'm so wrong. Please write in and comment. Just
That's right. We're always looking for comments.
Yeah.
So if you want to yell at Paula,
yeah, do it. Because my memory's gone a bit vague in my old age. So, but they were. I think he had the magician as first instead of the fool, because he thought the magician was the most important person. Obviously, being
that's obviously the
Crowley.
fool. Obviously, the fool's the most important.
Well, the fool is. It's traditionally anybody setting off on their own journey of spiritual enlightenment. But the thing you have to watch for is the dog, little dog sometimes.
Little Spingo.
White dog.
Spingo.
Little white dog is always there because the fool is like foolhardy, goes off, you know, and you see him taking the step, and quite often there's like something before him. He can't
Yeah.
see it, but he's stepping out in confidence, and the dog is there to protect him. There's always a little white dog or a little white something, generally with the fool.
Nice.
It's an archetype. And that's what they're there for, you know. Once you get to know the meanings of these cards, then you then know how they're used, and if you know the positions that they're meant to be in, or what they come out in those positions, then you interpret it. That's all. I mean, it's like learning a system. I do runes. They're harder because it's just a concept rather than a time. Like these, you can put a concrete date or time on if you really wanted to. And you can even do tarot reading with just a normal card deck. You just don't have the esoteric bit, you know, the other archetypes in it. But you still have a king, a queen, a
Oh, we haven't even opened it yet.
joker. No,
Ah,
yeah.
I was like, okay. It was like, if you go and do my fortune, I was like, can you use the Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas one? I was like, okay, this is too special.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's it was given to me by a lovely lady who has now passed on. So when I use it, it's only going to be for me.
Okay.
She's so nice. But
Is that the one we met?
yes, it is the one you met. She was so lovely.
Yeah, she seems pretty cool.
She's such an inspiration to me because she was so perfect. Well, not perfect, but she was one of those truly kind souls that no matter, she had bowel cancer, no matter how much pain she was in, she always asked you about who you'd been out with and how was your day, and
What was her name again?
Ainsley.
Ainsley.
Yeah,
I think I might have her top 3 favorite movies.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Was at your birthday we met her?
It was.
Hmm.
And I still wear the crocheted things she made me. So, yeah. And she's an inspiration to me because I'm alive and I'm whinging and bitching and complaining. And there was this beautiful angel who ended early, you know. I think that's not doing her memory justice by being less than. So I tried. Sorry, didn't want to cry.
It's okay.
Yeah, see, this is why I could never watch anime girlfriends or boyfriends because they would get me in so easy. You know, I'd be so emotional, going, oh yes, of course they like me. Not quite that bad. Not quite that bad.
Have you seen her?
Hey?
Have you seen her?
I've seen her. I love that. But so scary. So easy to do. You know, all these old ladies online emailing, you know, and leaving their husbands because they've met someone online. But have they? Have they not? Could be AI. Could be a scammer. But it's very easy to get when you're talking to somebody who's not there to emotionally bear yourself. And when you're doing that to algorithms, it's not a great thing because they just take advantage of it. So that's why I would, because I'd be too sucky.
But what if it's both ways?
Well, the computer falls in love with you.
Yeah.
I don't think
Like in
it
her.
happens yet. It's not. No, I think it would have to be biological for it to fall in love.
Well, so you're saying that computers can never fall in love?
I think they can simulate love. I don't know whether they can actually create love themselves for themselves. They could, yeah. Like I think it would be a simulation. It wouldn't be real because I don't think, unless it was half android, you know, it would have to have a biological process attached. But at the moment, it's just ones and zeros and electronic pulses. So
Interesting.
Alrighty.
but based on that survey, an octopus could fall in love with you.
Yeah.
It's happening, the boys.
Oh yes, indeed. Oh my God, I love that. I love that scene, but it was like, oh,
Multiple scenes. It was an arc.
I mean, could I say, did they put that in for the Asian audience? Oh,
Whoa!
Cancel the witch.
Burn her! Can we do that, Paula? Can we say burn her? Whatever. All right. Yeah, shall we get into it?
Yes.
We're halfway through.
Alrighty, so which deck of cards are we going for?
it will be these ones. Normally, it will be these ones. Normally, you get somebody to cut the deck 3 times. Shuffle them first. I always shuffle mine 3 times because I can't shuffle and I shuffle backwards, and sometimes they fall out. If they fall out, I put them to the side. Sometimes when I'm doing it for myself, I think maybe that's a special card that jumped out and wanted me to be known. So I'm still not having clarity with what I've seen. I will go to them. But generally you don't. But yeah, shuffle, somebody shuffle.
I'll go first.
Alright. You want that
Since
lid
proximity.
put back on the tea?
And before I knock it and spill it everywhere, have a habit of doing that.
And that would be a bad omen.
Oh no.
No, I don't believe in omens. Oh, yes, I do, but I don't believe in doom and gloom. I have to try and believe that the world is going to be a better place, because otherwise
That's a good
I'll
way to
commit
be.
suicide. I have to believe that there is goodness in humanity.
Let's
and
hope.
Positivity will eventually overcome darkness, and the force will be with me.
Right on. That is something all the big little boys can agree with.
Positivity, supremacy.
It's like the quote at the end of True Detective.
Yeah.
Did you see the first season of True Detective
True detective.
with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson?
Oh, I think I did, but I can't remember the quote.
Yeah, it was a while.
Spoiler alert. Very last line of the series is, I might paraphrase, but if there's only darkness, then the light must be winning.
Wow. Wow. Really? You think?
According to that TV show. And there was a lot of dark philosophy in it.
Mm-hmm. Very pessimistic. But was overcome
wasn't.
late.
There's a little bit of hope when they're looking at the stars at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm still sort of stuck in 3-body
Problem.
where the stars blink.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but
No.
everything that Brennan has said about the show sounds awesome, and I do want to give it a
It is
shot.
pretty sweet.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's one of
good
the
stuff.
Same goes to did Game of Thrones, isn't it?
Since we've all seen,
And there's going to be a season
17,
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler
Spoiler for
spoiler
Mickey
alert.
17.
Yeah, we all seen Mickey 17. So just a little quick before we get into tarot, I guess, because we always talk about movies here on the Big Little Boys podcast. You liked it, Paula?
I loved it. I am a science fiction fan right from word go.
Yeah.
And I was one of those, I was a Star Trekky fan. I love Star Wars. I love the hard science fiction stuff. Apparently that was mostly male, but I didn't know that at the time. And so I've always loved science fiction and space and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to be honest, Rob Patterson, I used to think he was a bit of a wuss. Thank you, Twilight.
Well, that's the writing of Twilight.
Yeah.
I know, but it really made me go, oh, cringe.
I
So
think-
anytime I saw something that was going to have him in it, I was like, oh, maybe not. So I didn't really realize he was in it. I just went to see it because it was science fiction and it looked good.
And also directed by Bong Joon-ho, the
Yeah.
Academy Award winner of, was it last year? No, 2 years ago? No,
Parasite?
Parasite was a while ago now.
I love
22?
Parasite.
Okay, it feels like
2023?
just yesterday I see that.
Yeah. But so, yeah, but he played that so well.
Yeah, he's amazing in Mickey 17.
Absolutely. I absolutely loved it. And it really does bring into a lot of questions about humanity, morality, good and bad, and even true love. So it's got everything. Go see it.
There's a little bit of something for everyone in it.
That's right. 2 thumbs up from Javo as well.
Yep. And
All right.
old and young people seeing it, and they were all very positive.
I did. Yeah, I recommended. I sent it to my dad and was like, "Yeah, I recommend you watch this, Dad. I think you'll like it because he likes sci-fi too."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, it's always good when I can recommend a movie to Dad." Alrighty.
Cards are shuffled.
All right. Oh, sorry.
happens
my
next?
bad. Because I'm talking. While you're
Oh, no.
shuffling, you think of a question because that's normally while they're there. Or
Oh.
you have a question you ask, but then while you're thinking, you think of when I do it, I think of falling water. You know, water over a creek or something, and that's for myself because I'm not getting other people's influences.
Okay.
It's my own. But for other people, it's just to give them a bit of time to get used to being with somebody that, you know, they see what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. But it's also they're concentrating and they're getting into the mood.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
okay. You have a question you sort of want to find out?
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, we'll do this.
Okay.
Now, I can't remember the exact order that people will do, so I'm just doing my own today. I normally will have my book here or something, you know, just with or my mat. I don't know. I never used to need a mat, but I'm getting old, so I don't have it. So if I put them in the wrong order, don't sue me.
Okay, we promise not to sue.
We can't afford it anyway.
You can anyway, but I'm bankrupt, so
Yeah.
you're
We can't afford it.
nothing.
We can't afford it,
Nothing.
and we're not Jewish.
We'll do it in Big Little Boys Court.
Order.
All right. So, then I would like, if you had your card already there.
Do you want me to hold the mic or you can put it down?
Yeah. I'm not very good with mics, so maybe I need a clip on.
I do have a stand.
It's all right.
Can
but
put it on
anyway,
there, but
So what I would do
Yeah.
with this, I don't know if you can see this.
Oh yeah. Got. I was supposed to do my special.
So,
Hacha.
Do I say the question or do I just keep it to myself?
Keep it to yourself
Mm-hmm.
for now. Although, of course, if I'm cold reading, I'm going to ask you questions and I'm going to find it out and I'll tell you what you want to know anyway. That's if I was cold reading.
Okay.
It should be this way.
Okay. Wait, I'll just take my phone out of my wallet.
Yeah,
There we go.
that seems up. I put it on weight. It's really
We are. We're both live on YouTube and now Instagram.
not good, but anyway. All right, so you've shuffled, you've got your idea.
Yes.
So then we put down one here, that represents you.
Okay.
Then you have one here. This represents sort of what you've come here for, right? Then you have, I think it's like past history, you know, your past things, and then future. I mean, this is like, they're all categories, they're all here,
Mhm.
but I might not be doing them in the right order because I've never done this live, so.
Hey,
It's a first for everyone.
we're all having fun.
No, you're not. You're bored as shit. But that's okay.
No, my mum's all into like tarot cards and all that stuff, so I grew up with it.
All right. So there's the four. Right. Then you have one here. This will be like subconscious, and this one is unconscious. So past, future, problem that's causing it, your subconscious things you know, that you're aware of that are there, but then unconscious things that are affecting your life. Then you have, I think it's family, hopes and fears. Then there's one more that I can never remember the name of, but I will look it up. And then the last one is like final outcome or short outcome or
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Or it just gives you an idea of what's going on. doesn't have to be final outcome. And I just want to say the death card does not mean death. Never does. So, death card just means change, which is what death is. So it could mean a new job. It could mean a new leaf. It could mean a new anything. It's
This
just
mic's not working.
change. So, my mic.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it.
Sorry.
Ha!
All right, so this is you. Oh my God.
Like this?
Right, so this is you, the sun, right?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is a good one. That's an archetype. All right, this one here. Oh my God.
We're all surrounded, yeah.
I feel like I'm in a hospital bed with a lot of doctors going, so tell me what's wrong with you this time. Anyway, this one is this is the 7 of Cups. Now, if I can remember rightly, that's like a wish card. I have to look these up because it's been so long. All right, this one here, because I was saying unconscious. No, past.
Past.
Here we go. This is 4 of Cups. So I do these all over first so you can see what they are, and then I will explain them. This
Okay.
one here is the 6 of Swords. That's your future. Oh, it looks like maybe a trip. See? Boat.
Yep.
That's something they tell you about later on. That's the advanced version. That if you get this, it could mean a trip. So, Knight of Cups. That's unconscious, or things that but this one here is things that are maybe affecting you in that you don't know about, and that is the Queen of Wands. Ooh, a lady with a lot of energy.
Ooh.
Yeah, so obviously not
Lady with a lot of energy.
yeah.
Good thing I'm straight.
And not autistic.
Damn straight.
Straight and not autistic.
Yeah. And I can't say the same on either. Anyway, then you have over here, I think this family, it's the 8 of Cards, 8 of Swords. Obviously, it doesn't look very good. Then, of course, you have, I've done this all upside down, so don't blame me. This is Temperance. This is one of the archetype cards, and Temperance means it's like he's pouring oils. He's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He's moderation, all that sort of stuff. He's an archetype. So then this one here is 3 of Wands, and then this one at the end. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, that is a good card to end on.
Ooh.
So yes,
Nice.
she's abundance,
Oh, I like the sound of that.
prosperity, blah blah blah.
Lots of female energy.
Yeah, it's good. So normally I would have my book here because there's times when I think, oh my God, what is this? Because my memory's not perfect. But what happens is your knights, you look at them, each suite, have somebody who's on a horse, a soldier on a horse. And if you look, the sword is I think it's the sword of the clubs. They're the fastest.
Yeah.
Pentacles is the slowest. It walks. But cups, he's a bringer of news, love, that sort of thing. He's emotions. So, that book is very good for
Over under
Which
the,
book?
do one. Either any of them will give you all the archetypes. They've all got them there, but I use this one because it's the Rider-Waite one. See, and it's just got them all there. See, because my memory's so bad, I had all of these memorized by heart.
Yeah.
I now no longer do. But so Knight of Cups. First of all, I'll tell you. All right, I'll tell you from where we first started, the sun. Sun is good. It's prosperity. It's a
Nice.
general disposition. You're going along pretty well.
Cool.
This thing here, this is the Seven of Cups, and cups are emotions. I never remember them. Probably because I'm a pentacle person myself, apparently. Which I didn't think so. I thought it was swords, but anyway, cups. Where are you? This is a whole book about the doctrine behind the veil. But where are they? Ones. And they always tend to go in the same order. It always ends with the world at the end, with the esoteric stuff, and then the other ones, when you're doing them, it's always wands are the first, then the next is cups, and then the next ones after that will be swords, and then pentacles. Pentacles are like the slowest, apparently.
I'm lost.
Alright, so pentacles are materialistic people. They're business people, fine food, fine dining, that sort of stuff. If you see anything that is a pentacle or a coin in a card, it means business, prosperity, that sort of stuff. If you see anything that's got a cup, a bowl, or water, sometimes they put water, it means expressions. And depending on what it is, emotions, like love, wish, fulfillment, nostalgia, desire, that sort of thing, Swords is normally about communication. Lack of communication, too much communication. Ideas, entrepreneurship, saying nasty things even, internet, that could be considered a sword thing because it's air. See, they go earth, air, fire, water. Earth, pentacles, because materialistic, building, growing things. Air, swords, sharp tongue, sharp, fast, internet, that's
Yeah.
Cups, it's water, it's dolphins, it's motherhood, it's the flow of life, sea, water, that sort of stuff. And then pentacle, what's the one I haven't said? Wands. Wands are energy, and they tend to mean travel or change or things. And
Okay.
But then you have other cards that can influence. But that's just your general deck.
Yeah, I don't need to break down all of them. I just like in relation to, I guess, like
Like Brennan's current
Brennan.
question.
what was?
Oh,
Brennan's
she just
question?
started.
Yeah, I've just started.
Okay, I didn't know the process. So
Yeah.
Well,
didn't know.
started with the Sun, and then the Seven of Cups is on top of that, so that's where we're at.
Yeah, so I was just looking up the Seven of Cups. I'm going to find it in here. Actually, this book is easier because it's got less pages. And it's a $15 book from a magazine by newsagents. So, which anybody can get. You can get one of these from the library. You can even just look up Google Internet. Google Internet. Google Tarot. There you go. Pinterest. They have some amazing stuff. And these are archetypes. But we are going to
Cups.
Knight of Cups. Because pentacles are in the back, so what do we... Remember, you did ask for this.
Rolling.
Brennan didn't, but the rest did. I'm so sorry, Brennan.
No, don't
Get
be.
roped into this. And I normally do this without an audience, so it doesn't matter if I fuck up and just be normal. And guess what? I don't charge for this, so yeah. Where's the cards? Oh my god. See, if I'd done this better, which I meant to, I would have had this all processed like a teacher would. But but I'm not a teacher. Right. Get back.
Oh, we're sliding around.
Yeah, they are. That's all right. I saw where they were, but you guys did, so I will get back to it. I can't believe it's so hard just to look up the Knight of Cups. Everybody's probably screaming at me. It means
King of Cups.
this one, right here. All right. Artistry, negotiation, diplomacy.
Hmm.
So, yeah, see, fish and wings, water. It's on his helmet. See, it's expression. See,
What's reversed? So if you turn it up reversed.
yeah.
Right.
It means the opposite. Like here it says artistry, negotiation, and diplomacy.
I feel like that's me.
It means bad moods, disappointment, and lack of tact, which is probably me. But I'm not reading for me, so it's not my card, so it's you. That sounds like you,
Yeah.
but I don't know. What would I know? I am a bad judge of character, apparently. So, all right. So then, that's you, all right? That's things that you are. This is things that you know, but they're there. They're hidden. You know them. These are things that you aren't aware of that are affecting you as well. This is the Queen of Wands.
Do you want me to find?
Yes, you put your
Do that.
Honestly, I am so bad at this. Looking for pages.
Okay.
But yeah, so Queen of Wands. And these are women. So this is feminine energy. It can be a mother. It could be somebody you know, like a female. It could be even a sister, you know. But it's a female sort of. It could even be a transgendered person, you know, who
All right.
is really cool. I don't know. It's just female energy.
Joy, courage, and confidence.
There you go. So they are things that you have to tap into that are there,
Okay.
but you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So now, can you look up for me, please? The Four of
Four of Cups.
How about one of us?
Yes.
You want to find a search?
Right.
Because
Otherwise, take me forever.
Why, what?
I would normally.
I don't know
do
why I
this
thought you
myself.
knew them all already.
I do, but yeah. But this is to give you a definite.
Four
you
of
know?
Cups.
Yeah.
Contemplation,
Yes.
apathy, gloom.
Yeah.
was
Well,
that?
it's sort of like, you know, you've gone through a rough trot before. This is your past.
Ooh, yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. And this one's your future, but this is, I'm pretty sure this is a travel card. See, it's a boat. It means sometimes you leave, when you see something like this, it means maybe the swords are always some communication, and sometimes it's cross communication, sometimes it's good.
Six of Swords.
Yeah.
Positive change, moving on, travel. Ooh, I like the sound of that.
I always get Nine of Swords, which is the nightmare card. Go figure. Or Five of Pentacles, which is poverty. Go figure. But yeah. So what you have here is the deck, but you have only
I think
got,
two have fallen off.
yes, they have. But you only have a couple of what you would call court cards, which are the ones that are the magic ones at the front, right? So, what, like Temperance is one of them, and the Sun is one of them, right?
Mm.
And so they're good. You have female energy, and you have like these higher court cards here, the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. They're important people, and the same as Knight of what? Cups. They're important people and more energy. These ones here are more situational. You know, like you see this person here, which is the Eight of Swords. This person feels like they're ambushed, depressed, you know, or what does that say for that one?
Restrictions, victimization, anxiety.
Yeah. So,
What was that representing
right.
this side?
You have that book, I think it is. It's this is is normally it means sort of family. Normally.
Right.
Oh, but or
Victimization.
hopes and fears, but then it goes on to what these ones will be, and I think one is hopes and family, hopes and fears, and then final outcome is up there as well. But because you have Queen of Pentacles, you've only really got one bad card here. So all of these others, this is moderation, temperance, right in there. So if I was looking at this overall, I would say you've had a rough trot.
Shit.
You've come to it. You've got
Yep.
really positive things coming ahead. I don't see anything negative coming up for you in this. And I really can't. I think this is, man, I would love to have a reading like this.
Nice.
I mean, it's not saying you're going to find your companion, and it's not going to say you're going to die or anything, but it is saying that things are looking good for you. You've got a great outlook, and I can't see anything that seems to be holding you back.
Awesome.
Very nice.
So what-
Well, what was your question?
Do I say the question now?
Yeah, you can if you want.
Will Will Brunswick Dance Club come out on DVD and Blu-ray?
There you go. All positivity.
Positive
mate.
sides.
That's what I mean. But then again, all I can tell you is what these images mean according to the system I did. I mean, you can do like a 3-card reading where it's things that have influenced you in the past, things that have come, and things of how you feel right now. You could do a yes or no, You could do a 1-card spread where you could go, give me an answer or give me a sign of what I need to do. I used to pull 1 card a day and journal, and then at the end of the next day I go back and go, well, maybe that worked, this thing did happen. Or because I was more aware of that card, I actively looked for it, so it worked. So I don't know whether it's sort of prepping you to think in that way and find the solution for yourself, or whether it's somebody is guiding you to do that, or whether you're actually even influencing your own self and events around you. I don't know.
Cool.
I just do it.
So what things to look forward to. Think about the road ahead and not what's behind me.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
Good
Um,
stuff.
Can I look up temperance?
Yeah.
Is that in here?
Yeah, you can look that up. You can look up any. I normally look up the definition for people. This is why I write it down and I give them to it the next day, because I will record that and then I'll go home and I will show them exactly because this has
Temperance.
Yeah,
Balance, peace, beauty, higher consciousness, moderation, harmony.
yeah.
Nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, see, oh man, I would love to have a reading like this.
What was this guy?
This guy is the 3rd of Wands.
3 of Wands.
Sometimes they're called batons, sometimes they're called clubs, where they'll hit people with them. That's where wands come from, magic wands. But, yeah.
3 of Wands.
Yeah.
Travel, freedom, and growth.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, see? Yeah,
And then last one, Queen of Pentacles.
yeah. You got it all going on. I never get a reading like this, seriously.
Oh, damn, we're doomed, Phil.
We do.
Luxury, comfort, and nurture.
Ah,
Awesome. See,
so
this
it's all
makes
going
me
to come
feel
out.
Yeah.
We're going to get Criterion, Brunswick Dance Club.
work out for me.
I don't know about your future, but that will work. But it's a very good sign if you are into omens,
Cool.
which a lot of people are. But I can only tell you what this says.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
Just read the cards.
Sweet.
Well,
All right, you can someone else one in the chair.
Yeah. Someone who was to hold.
we could shut the Instagram one off. No one's watching anyway. So.
Yeah.
Just-
Okay.
No one joined.
we had a few people join for like a second.
Yeah. It was like, this isn't fun. We
This
want-
isn't talking to drunk people.
This is just finding out your fortunes. We don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it?
We'll
them?
go pay someone to do that.
All right.
They don't want to learn how to do it themselves.
Phil's in the hot seat.
All right. See you later, folks. I know you don't really care.
Well,
All right, bye-bye. Here's the last chance.
Bye-bye.
say hello to all the people that
That's all right.
actually joined before. So
All righty, I'll go down this list. Thank you, Ango Mango 1. Thank you, Maddie, who also said Keno Mason. Does that mean anything?
No idea.
Okay, so Ruby Mia 63, Optanio.
I think that's my auntie.
Hey, Mason Noir, Castle Lynn, Finland, Tyler Orturi 12, and Luke Patterson.
Thank you to all those people. We love you guys. Use
And if you are a normal person who goes to get tarot readings, you will probably see that half of those were a little bit jumbled, but they were all the same one. Even if they're all there.
All right.
So, and they were probably yelling at me going, it's in the wrong position.
that one. They probably have
I
no
think you
idea.
did turn some around the right way, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
No, it's because I was actually, I gave it to you upside down. That was my fault.
All righty. Instagram Live shutting off. Go to YouTube now.
As if.
And now. There we go.
So I shouldn't have put that as if in there.
Doesn't matter.
Go. You and
We're all still live right now.
yeah, we're still on. Just go share.
Good.
Yeah.
You reminded
Yeah.
me because I was
Extra.
just about to say something. They probably would have got me into trouble and probably banned.
Go as wild as you want. We don't care if we get banned.
This is going to make watching that new tarot film even cooler.
We're not monetized at the moment.
Oh no!
But if we have something to talk about that got us banned, that's a good thing. So,
I got banned off Facebook for stalking.
well, that's a bit different.
Stalk. I found out that there's like 5 people called Paula Friend on Facebook. So I went, we should start a Friends of Paula Friends club. I thought it was cool. So I messaged all 5 Paula Friends and said, why don't we do this? Somebody obviously reported me for harassment because they had no idea who I was.
Oh.
And so I got banned from Facebook for 2 days. My kids are going, whose Facebook were you stalking? Who are you looking up now, Mum?
Yeah, what's the real story?
Yeah,
Not the Polar Friend Club.
I just thought Friends of Paula Friends sounded cool.
I was saying this will make watching the new tarot horror film much more enjoyable. Probably not.
There's a new tarot horror film.
Yeah, I think it was last year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, at least we'll understand it a bit more.
Maybe we can do that one day, Paula. Do a watch along tarot horror stream.
I probably managed to confuse you all a lot more.
No, I understood what you were saying.
I was pretty confused at the start, to be honest.
Because there's so many archetypes. And then it will depend on, because you know what I'm saying about the knights and the different horses.
You're going into the dark arts now, Philip.
To
It,
protect myself.
was that Bible or Quran?
That was a Bible.
I was going to say, I didn't know you were Muslim. Oh my God.
No. I drink alcohol and eat pork.
The arm.
I drink alcohol and eat pork. I can't be a Muslim.
That doesn't mean anything. I know plenty of Sikhs that, eat meat and drink beer too, and they're not meant to. They wear a turban.
Brother Mazzoni from The Wire.
You a Sikh?
Their own, each to their own.
Spooner looks very Sikhish.
Alrighty. So I have to
Dude, you knows tarot?
put my mind in a different. I'm gonna do the whole.
Can't
This is a
shuffle.
question that you want to ask, that you're here for. And then you shuffle.
Okay, think of a question. What?
Normally they're there like, I don't know, am I going to get a job or...
Yeah, I should have. Will I meet a girl? That's what I should have asked. Not think about the movie. No, that's what I all I care about.
Yeah, it's what's important to you, bro.
So close as well before it all went to shit. Did I,
Sounds like a story.
so I had a distribution deal for Brunswick Dance Club, and
I thought you were talking about getting a girl. And
oh no, no,
Like, ooh, do tell.
trying to get my film out there.
Oh, it must be hard though.
Yeah, I had a distribution deal with a little company,
Yeah.
and well, from what I understood, like a few months away from a DVD kind of coming out, and the guy that was my contact there, I'm not sure whether he got fired or he left voluntarily, but the guy left the company in a bit of a shitstorm by the sounds of things. And then when I got in touch with the company outside of my contact, they pretty much said, "Oh, we might have to reconsider that initial deal and may not want to see it through."
Pursue it.
Yeah, we don't see any financial incentive for this film. So after spending like years kind of being in contact with this guy and then getting him the film and doing all this stuff, could all come crashing down months away from when I got the initial date.
So you have your film.
Mm-hmm.
It's been edited. It's been shown.
Yeah.
So what does it take to get it from that to a DVD?
Work with a distribution company and then have the people do their job efficiently. Like they got it onto YouTube Movies, and it was apparently meant to get on a few other little spots, like if you know Tubi and Plex.
Yeah.
But it's only gotten as far as YouTube Movies. The contract was like online platforms and physical media release, and so far it's just got to YouTube. And then all the shitstorm happened and just left fucking with a big WTF. So,
Adventure is a new platform. So, but I think they're mainly documentaries or something.
but I'm glad now after this I have things to look forward to and not think about what's behind me.
Yeah, it's gonna all
And yeah,
happen.
I had that.
All right. I think, yep. That's a question. I got my question.
Phil's got his question.
Phil's got his question.
Like I said, normally, I would go to him and go, all right, let me think. Phil's a big guy. He's got dark hair,
He's Muslim.
No. And I would talk to you, and I would, like, if I didn't know you, and I would try to find out what sort of a guy you were, easygoing or whatever. I'd look at what you're wearing and everything, and
My Beck shirt. Yeah.
I mean, I
Scientology.
would be looking at what brand level you were wearing. I would be looking at what sort of symbols you would be wearing. I would be looking at background, sort of, I've been listening to your accent, so then I would understand whether you were Australian or not. Like, different cultures are very superstitious.
Is that so?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Okay.
Indigenous people are extremely superstitious.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so are Indians, apparently. They go to see face lookers or something, it's called. They show you face readers, that's what they call. They show them your face, and they can read your fortune from what you look like.
You reckon you'll be able to hold the mic, Paula?
I can try. I really need to do like a neck thing or something.
Hey, that is better. As long as close to your mouth is the
Okay.
best. Just put it in between your titties.
Oh my god. As if that's nothing done before. Let's not go there. Let's just stick it under the arm, I think.
Yeah, that'll do a good job.
Yeah.
There. How's that? Yeah.
Yeah,
alright.
it's like beaming up right now.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, good sound levels.
Maybe I just need to have one like that. But it's like a big thermometer, but it's all good.
I do have a shotgun mic that actually would have worked on but it's just no battery. I'm annoyed. But hey, we move on.
My mobility scooter at the moment. No. We won't talk about that one.
Maybe one day on the podcast.
Okay.
Straight. That's your thing. What could we go with? It's always 10. So, if you do a Celtic cards.
Okay. Good old Celtic
Yeah.
rituals.
And this is the one that will give you the most information. This is the one they really should be doing if they're charging you like $70. They better be doing this one.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So that's what I say.
Alrighty. So if I ever find another professional I paid, they have to do this.
Yeah, ask them for a Celtic card spread. And if they can't do one, then they're not a reader.
I got ripped off.
There's somebody who's come in and doing it for money.
Alright.
But most of them,
We know your tricks now. We know your tricks.
there's not tricks. It's a system, but it's like anything. Magic's like education. Once you know the word, it sounds like you've always known it. It's like anything. Once you learn it, it's so much easier to learn in childhood, let me tell you. But anyway, all right. So this
Here
one,
we go.
Okay.
you have the magician.
The magician.
That's you.
Okay, that's me.
It's normally a very powerful person, very motivated. I get worried when I see magicians in my spread, but that's just me because that means a powerful man's in my life, and it probably means not a good thing for me. So, that this is
Do we hear the question first, or do we just go along and then
Question
at
at
the
the
end?
end.
Question
at
at
the
the
end because I don't want to hear it.
So you don't want it to affect. Okay, good
Because
stuff.
that's not how I do my reading.
Nice.
Other people will ask
Yeah.
and ask you questions.
Okay.
specifically, But I don't do that.
Yeah.
I just read the cards.
Nice.
All right. The magician is the master of the esoteric arts who is able to get what he wants, but also the master of illusions.
Yeah.
God.
Ooh, do.
Well, you are a performer.
But we don't know what his question is.
I mean, and a magician is a performer. You know, they do sleight of hand all the time. You know?
Okay. All right.
You're a Harry Potter.
Oh.
No, I'm just joking.
Well, Harry
all right,
Potter was
but this one, Three of Swords.
3 of Swords.
Yeah, not good.
Oh, crap.
Fuck, Phil.
What?
I hope your question is something not important.
Well, if it's romance, it's not off to a good start.
Hey, but it hasn't been off to a good start, has it, Phil?
Yeah, so Swords.
I mean,
Keep going.
I'll just keep
Yeah.
turning them, and then we'll eventually.
She knows. Well, she knew some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King
Don't have
of
to.
Wands, that's another important male energy. And Wands is very energetic, so it's like fast, you know, very good. Unless you need to do slow and steady, which I am slow and steady, but I need fast. But I don't ever get fast, but that's just me. Then you have another wand below, and that's the 3 of Wands, the same one that Brennan pulled. How well do you shuffle this deck? Good, I hope. You did. That's all right. All right, this is Ace of Pentacles. It's always the start of a business or something, you know, at the beginning where you have to, like, have an idea, but you have to work hard. It's just starting out, so you've got to put in the legwork and everything to get to where you want to get. That's what that means.
Mm.
This one over here is the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is normally a Sphinx, black and white one, or it can be lovers, you know. But generally, what it means is somebody is being pulled in 2 directions. And because they're black and white, they're normally, sometimes it's disharmony. You know, they're pulling different ways. And what you have to learn to do is conquer that warring within yourself and learn to go work it together instead of being at conflicts all the time within yourself. You need to come to a decision and then follow it through, you know, instead of going, oh, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Oh, should I do this? Oh, no, I should have done that. You know, so pulling in different ways.
Okay.
This is more, once you decide on what you want to do, stick to that. But, yeah. That's if I was doing you a reading like a story.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But these all have definite places, but they don't tell you that when they're doing their psychic reading. Like, but I tell you because I'm honest, and
Nice.
and I will tell you that in my report too that I give because I forget shit. So I make sure that other people have the stuff they need.
Nice.
Okay then.
All right, so that's those, and then over here there should be 4. So hang on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, but this one, I think, when I put this here, it was meant to be like that. So you can pick one of those. That was my misdealing.
Okay, so I'll go.
This
with
decides your fate.
Frickin' hell.
Testos.
I'll
These
go
are
with the.
just cards, hey?
I'll go with the top one.
And it's up to you. 10 of Swords.
Ah. Well,
Fuck.
Okay, waiting. A man lies on the ground covered by a red cloth with 10 swords stabbed into his body, though there are no wounds or blood. Above him, the sky is pitch dark, and beneath him, the earth is barren. However, behind the body of the man is a wide expanse of calm water, and on the far side of the water is a mountainous landscape. Above the mountains, the sky is bright and clear, suggesting a new dawn.
Ooh.
Upright, betrayal, exhaustion, defeat. Reversed, turning a corner, learning lessons. The only way is up.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonna be a journey.
And what's the upright? See?
The upright, betrayal, exhaustion, defeat.
Oh, it's probably just exhaustion.
Exhaustion.
Well, that's what I would say because I'm sorry, I don't believe in doing bad news for people. I mean, if anybody's got shit things happening, they know it. They don't need me to say it. So, but you know, you put it in a way that's addressed, but nicely.
Okay.
The moon. The moon is hidden. Secrets, things that are in the background, things that you may already know. You know, normally if you see the moon, it's like, well, for women it's a good sign. It's like magic, background, you know, maybe there's someone in the back doing stuff that you're not quite sure. And sometimes it can be like here you've got the dogs howling at the moon and you've got the little crayfish because I had a hermit crab and they do this on the full moon. They go for walks because it's mating time. So we had a hermit crab that lived in my boy's bedroom, but it kept making for the front door for the full moon to get to the beach once a month. It was crazy. I think I accidentally stepped on it one night when I was coming in at 2 a.m, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They do that crayfish with the moon.
Alrighty, so
Nice.
the moon, the card. Under the light of a full moon's face, a dog and a wolf sit howling. A crayfish crawls out from a pool of water. Upright, illusion, anxiety, fear, listen to your doubts. Reversed, repressed emotions, confusion, self-delusion. Let go of your fears.
Ooh.
See, so yeah, that's an archetype. Chariots is an archetype. Magicians is an archetype. So they're 3 power ones. Then you also have in here, see, these are things I would tell you afterwards as well. You have the King of Wands, you have the Queen of Cups. They're also, and they're big archetypes as well. So, you know, you've got some high-powered cards in here that are working on you. The archetype ones are the ones that are working on your life, you know, the bigger picture things. And then the other ones tend to be situational that you're getting through or working through and stuff like that. And sometimes can be people or times too. So like summer is, I think they're wands. Spring is, I think it's bowls. Swords is winter. And what's the other one? Wands. I think that's spring. So, you know, normally when you see how many are there or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it sort of tells you whether it's when it's sort of meant to come through Or if there's somebody, you look at the night and it will tell you whether it's going to come through fast or quick, because that tells you the night's horses shows how fast or how slow each thing is. So if you ever have a night in your see, these are just things that they're there and people can read, and then they decide what they mean. Well, they know what they mean, but then they decide whether it's relevant to them.
All right.
So,
And Two of Swords.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. The card. A woman dressed in a simple white robe sits on a bench before a body of water. The woman is blindfolded and her arms are crossed over her chest. In each hand she holds a sword so long that the tips of the blades are outside of the frame of the image. A crescent moon shines down over the water, and though rocks rise out of the waves, behind her is a distant island. Upright, split loyalties, denial, difficult choices. Reversed, confusion, no good choice, indecision.
Fucked either way.
Yeah.
I sorry, I shouldn't say that. I'm just from that the way that sounds, you know.
My interpretation so far would be that Phil needs to trust himself as he comes into his own.
Full of doubt.
Oh, yeah. It happens to me when I go on stage.
Really? I wouldn't have thought so, because you look so self-assured and possessed.
Yeah, that's because it's bullshit.
Don't we all fake it?
That's great.
Fake the confidence.
What was the cups?
But the last one is the Queen of Cups, and that's a good one.
Okay.
Queen of Cups.
It's like the love goddess.
Oh.
Wow.
All right. Queen of Cups, the card. A woman sits upon a throne decorated with cherubs, her attention focused on the ornate cup that she holds. Her throne is positioned on the seashore, and her feet are almost, but not quite, resting in the surf at the edge of the land. The woman contemplates the cup, the handles of which are in the shape of angels, and appears utterly at peace with herself and her surroundings. Upright, kindness, care, compassion. Reversed, neediness, fragility, insecurity.
It was upright. You don't have to worry.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
What was the question, Phil?
Will I ever get to star, write, and direct my own sex comedy?
Well, you got a Queen of Cups in there, so
If you're kind and compassionate, you may get the opportunity.
I believe I am. Right,
you
lady?
want a sex comedy. You want to write
Oh, it's just based off.
like a Albert Purple type one, or you want a
Oh, no.
OnlyFans sort of one.
No, it's like me navigating the modern world. And like sometimes you're not really fully yourself when approaching a woman. And yeah. And also porn addiction. Other stuff. And also, I do believe it's something that I believe if I express it, other dudes would feel the same way. So, yeah, because there is some stuff that we're not talking about because, yeah, it'll be embarrassing to admit that yourself. But
Okay.
I'll be like,
Good thing you
I'll
said
cut
that,
open
because
my
I
wounds.
have no filter, and I would have gone, oh, really? Tell me about it. Forgetting that we're online.
Yeah, there you go, future investors.
Hey, at least you're honest.
Yeah.
I think, why not? Because, to be honest, most sex industry things, they're made for their clientele. They know what the clientele wants, and they make it exactly for that clientele. They don't try and tell you what you should be watching, which is a good thing. And they've got that whole distribution thing down pat, haven't they? You know, and the streaming and everything. They were miles ahead of the internet and everybody. They were up and running as soon as it hit, you know? So you have to admire them for that.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Paula.
And I like watching porn too.
That's all right. All righty, Javo. Whoa. Now these.
Yeah. Oh, that's my Rosicrucian ones.
Alrighty.
I just was yesterday in my notes too. I was writing a sex comedy, and I had you as the lead in mine too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Worlds colliding. Oh shit.
Oh my goodness. This will have to be short because I'm cramping.
Yeah. All right.
It does recline.
Yeah, you want to recline?
Oh. I shall decline to recline. No, I shall accept. Now watch me just go everywhere.
I'll recline with you.
Yeah, see, I was trying to show you exactly what everything meant, but really you just want a story, which I can tell you.
Well, I feel like you're getting both.
Yeah.
This is a beginner's
Doing a
guide.
good job, Paula. Doing a good job. Thanks
Beginner's
for coming
guide
on the
to tarot.
podcast. Yeah.
You're right. But I mean, this is for anybody who's never ever been and they want to go and they're scared that they're going to get some Ouija Gigi satanic curse. It doesn't happen. All they do is they read you and they read the cards. If they're proper ones, if they are ambitious, well, maybe you got recruited to a cult. I don't know. You know, I don't know who uses this to get people in. And I still don't know why people... I know they like to... I go and see what a reader says about me, and they hate me because I do not say anything. They'll say, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, And I leave it at that, and they hate that. Because, and they look at me and they go, all right, she knows what she's talking about. And they'll say something, and I'll look at her and go, And they'll say something else, and I go, Because I'm not going to give anything away. I want them to read my cards, and I want to see if they can. And then they get nervous because they know I'm a reader. So, and I'm not giving them the information they want. And they always tell me what I expect them to tell me anyway. So it's no news.
Alrighty. Shall I shuffle?
Yes, you shall shuffle. Some dealers will say, cut the deck 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
Oh.
As I said, when I'm doing my own, I shuffle 3 times because I drop them all the time.
And
So-
you spoon over like.
Yeah.
Putting their
Sniffing 'em.
energy in too.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Dog
my
energy
question,
is always good.
my question.
Think of your question as well. And just be water trickling downstream. Downstream of consciousness.
Downstream.
I do believe some people are telepathic, though. They're now finding out that they're saying non-verbal autistic people could be.
Yeah, the telepathy
Well-
tapes.
Yes, I'm listening to the podcast now. Have you heard that?
No, I've heard of it, but I haven't
Yeah.
listened to their podcast
Oh,
itself.
I'm so boring. I listen to everything.
Mm.
I was also listening to a thing earlier on literature people and how they're saying that BBC is now dead. Because of
Big black
streaming.
cock.
Hey?
Big black cock. Big black cock.
What, you disagree?
No, is Big Black Cock dead?
Duh. Sorry, BBC, of course. I'm going, big black cock. Much to do with anything. Duh, BBC. Yeah, they were talking about how to stay relevant in the age of the internet, with everything streaming nowadays. And are the Oscars dead, movies and blah, 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 which is...
Hey, we just did an Oscar podcast. We're keeping it alive.
No, but yeah, and it was very interesting. So I listened to everything. I'm boring.
What did you think of the telepathy tapes?
Hey?
What did you think of the telepathy
I
tapes?
think it's very pertinent and it's very true. I mean, I can remember being a 10-year-old kid and getting a book called the ESP, How to Do ESP Yourself, Extrasensory Perception. So I didn't realise it was a way of learning or something. I read this book at 10, so I was trying to do astral travelling and everything, even though my family were very Christian. But I was like that, you know. I was told Hotel California was the most wickedest song in the world, so I went and listened to it. And then I've listened to Helter Skelter backwards just to see if I could hear what, you know, Manson was saying in there. And yeah, I was one of those. Unfortunately, I'm one of the people that have to learn by experience. And people told me a million times not to do things, but I still had to learn for myself. And some people are like that. So we just don't learn. You just have to tell us and sit by and hope we survive it. And then we'll come back and say, I'm sorry, you were right. But yeah.
Yeah, man.
But it sucks. I could have saved myself so much trouble if I wasn't like that. But that is the way I am. If there's an easy way and a hard way.
I think you missed one. Conscious and unconscious.
Yes, I did. Woo, woo, woo. Good, thank you. See? Because I'm talking. And I normally have my mat sometimes. But yeah. So. All right. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, your first card. It is the Eight of Swords. And again, we've seen this card before.
8's my favorite number.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Then the one that's covering it is the Nine of Pentacles. That's a good card. That's prosperity.
Ooh.
That means you made it, sort of, you know.
Oh.
But that's covering it. So this is. Why is this all upside down here?
You're getting all the reversed.
Yeah. This one here is the Nine of Cups. I'm just turning them all over at the moment now, all in one go. So, and then we'll discuss them. This one here, King of Wands. This one over here, Queen of Cups. See, already you have Kings, Queens. You have an archetype with the Tower card. You have Swords. Again,
Welcome to the future.
Ten of Swords.
Not the 10 of Swords.
No, Ten of Swords. But you also have the Moon.
Oh, it's a moon.
Yeah. And then this one. Two of Swords again. Redraw. And this one is the Ace of Pentacles. Last one. I mean, it's like, you know, beginning business sort of thing.
Ooh.
But, alright. So, we start. And then, we go through. And we look at them. Sorry, I'm just moving things around. These are photos of my kids. So, that's why I'm smiling. They're my kids. And then this one. This is one of my own journals I was looking at. It's not the one I was after. It's a pink book or something around here, but it doesn't matter. All right, so.
Bless thy. Bless
Look
him.
What's that?
Pardon me.
7.
7. Okay.
8 of swords, sorry. 8.
Okay. Or you can tell me, or do I have to look them up?
Well, it's easier for me at the moment because I've got a microphone, but I would look them up.
Okay.
But it's reversed. It's
Reversed. Confession, remorse, conscience.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, that's 7, sorry. 8. Freedom, perspective, taking control.
Reversed.
Yeah, reversed.
Ooh.
Good. All right. Then you have, what was the one that was covering it? This one.
9 of Pentacles.
The 9 of Pentacles, which is a good sign again. Starting off all right. Normally 9s because it goes in numbers.
There we go.
5 is always middle. It's bad. 9s means your journey is at almost an end. You know.
Upright.
Yep.
Independence, reward, self-reliance.
Good.
Nice.
Your past is the Tower. Tower's bad.
Hey, I have a terrible past.
Me too. I kept getting this card for like 3 years in a row. Every time I did a spread. It means a crumbling of the old foundations, a complete clearing of whatever that problem is, but it means everything has to start again, you know? A whole rebuilding of yourself type thing. It's whether you've moved to another place, whether you've decided to leave an organisation, whether you've decided, I want to go and be a hippie in Nimbin or something, whatever it is, it's a complete and utter change. You know, you've got to build it completely all over again. So, which is pretty much what I had to do when I came to Melbourne.
Tower. Upright.
Yeah. Yep.
Abrupt change, discomfort, transformation, upheaval, awakening.
Awakening.
Yeah, I also left a job not long ago too, so.
Yeah. Good things coming up though in your future. This is like 9 of Cups.
Hey, cups, righty. 9 of Cups, upright or reversed?
Upright.
Achievement, contentment, attainment.
Ooh.
Good signs.
Yeah.
Conscious or, you know, things that are working that you're not aware of.
It's all heading in a good direction.
What was that? Sorry?
King of Wands.
King of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
Is it after the cups?
It's normally first, I think.
First.
Mm.
Wands, was it?
Wands. Yeah.
Yeah, King of Wands.
King of Wands.
And what was it? Bride
Yeah, upright.
or loyalty, leadership, meeting challenges.
Good. And then the one that you're not aware of is Queen of Cups. And she's like, you know, goddess card, you know, and who was it? Phil, you had Queen of Cups, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one.
I think I did as well.
Yeah, she is.
We're being blessed by the Queen of Cups.
Awesome. Anyone? What's that? Isn't one of Terrence Malick's films Knight of Cups?
King of Cups.
King of Cups.
Considers himself a bit of a lover, maybe.
Upright or reversed?
Right?
Kindness, care, compassion.
Yeah. See? Good. Alright. Now. No, it's not death. It's 10 of Swords. Like, you know, end of situation. And,
Okay, upright or reversed?
I think this one was upright.
Betrayal, exhaustion, defeat.
Oh, was it reversed? I can't remember with this one, so alright, it doesn't matter. So because
it does
it's you, normally it would, but because it's with you and because it's a podcast and I'm tired and it's late, I would say it probably was reversed, and I didn't know.
All right, we'll go with that.
Yeah, do that,
yeah, I
'cause
like
it's
that.
late, but I will say the Two of Swords was definitely reversed. I remember that.
Two of Swords was.
Yeah.
Turning corner, learning lessons, the only way is
Ooh.
up.
Well, yeah, that sounds. I'm pretty sure it was, but I couldn't remember because I'm talking and trying to be impressive, but not obviously.
You're always impressive, Paula.
And the moon, of course. That's hidden things in the past, hopes and fears, sort of thing. Things in the background, and trusting your inner intuition, that sort of stuff.
Sounds good. I'll go with
And
that.
and you heard what the other guys were saying when I said about the moon. That it's come up before too.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
All right. So,
Now this is the one you want. This is the Two of Swords reversed, because I cannot remember for the life of me what that means.
confusion, no good choice, indecision.
Is that reversed?
Yes.
Okay. Well, sooner or later something happens because you've got the Queen of Cups at the end.
I think that I can see that making sense actually.
Already
Um,
did the.
And
Yes, it was the Queen of Cups at the end, but this was Ace of Pentacles there, wasn't it?
no.
No.
Ace of Pentacles was last.
All right, so yep, all right. Let's have a look at this. Ace of Pentacles was reversed too, I think. No, it wasn't. Oh my God! See, this is what happens when I try to do something when I'm tired.
It's all good. This is the last one. So hey, we all.
I'm not a prostitute. I do one.
Yeah.
I know.
Upright prosperity, opportunity, new starts.
Well, there you go.
My question was, will I make it to the Philippines this year?
Wow.
Ooh.
I don't know about that one. So Philippines, yeah,
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
If
There was a
you
lot of
had
good
had
signs.
That travel one that
No trouble one.
the boat that Brennan had, I would have said yes,
Mm.
definitely. That is a sign of travel. As soon as you get that, you're on a holiday somewhere, very soon. But I mean, you've got cups and you've got this one covering you. This is pentacles. This is business. You know, abundance, prosperity, good times. You know, money. That's what pentacles
Hey.
is. Money.
If I have money, I'm going to the Philippines.
But
But maybe the reason.
what was the ace again? Sorry.
The Ace of Pentacles.
Yeah.
That was new starts, prosperity.
Well, then that sounds like you should. So if you were basing it just on the cards, I would say you've had a shit time. Things are looking up. And, yeah, you're going to go overseas. If I was reading it the way it looks.
Prosperity, opportunity, new starts.
So you got to stay on the right direction.
Yeah, if you stay on the right direction that you're on at the moment. See, that's like they put that in just in case you fuck up. So it's like a disclaimer. If you stay on the right direction that you're currently on, like, I don't know, stay healthy, keep budgeting, do all the right things, you'll do it. But that's like what anybody would say. See, so I don't know. But what it basically does is you already know your answer beforehand. If you're asking something you don't know, half the time you've got an idea. That's why you're there. And even if it's not the right answer, whatever they tell you will confirm what you think. You know, if you're there because you think your husband's cheating, he probably is.
Yeah.
And if she said he's not, you're probably still going to think he's cheating anyway
Yeah.
and look for it. So, I don't know. It depends on people, their personality, whether they take it seriously, whether they think it's gospel. And God forbid that anybody did something bad because they thought I said to them, do it. I do not have any truck with that at all. I do not condone animal sacrifice unless it's for food only and you eat everything, or anything that hurts somebody else that they're not okay with.
Yeah, same here.
So that's my
Ditto.
So, you know, I do not, and I know so many people, they're easily influenced. So I try very hard to say, this is all it says. I'm not giving you any hope. I'm not giving you any false promises. This is what this says.
Nice.
And I normally back it up with the research.
Well, thank you very much, Paula, for coming tonight and doing this for us.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we can always, hey, you can always sort that into something. We'll shout you out if you ever decide to do something like that.
Sure.
On another day. Blah, blah, blah.
No worries.
Thanks very much. It was insightful.
Confusing. Hopefully slightly comedic.
But informative as well.
Yeah, exactly. And this is we got everything we wanted. You know, we wanted to see the process, and you broke it down. And
I mean, I could bring pendulums next time. You could all have a go at them.
yeah,
Whatever.
Hey, we're always happy to have you here, Paula.
And I can show you how they work, but I will not say that they work definitely that way, because some people believe there's something in the crystal, some people believe it's your head doing it, and some people believe it's something else getting in your head. So I don't know.
Nice. Well, do you have any final words for the audience, for the people at home, before we do plugs and say goodbye?
I would say take everything you have with a grain of salt. You know yourself best.
Oh, into your mic.
Oh, sorry, into my mic. I would say take everything you learn with a grain of salt. These people, you're paying them to tell you what you want to hear. And sometimes, because they need the money, they will tell you what you want to hear. So ask for a copy of any reading you get, whether it's a photo that you take on your phone, or they'll give you a hard copy or something, because then you can check it yourself when you go home to see whether they were reading you or what your cards are. And if you ask them what deck they have too, you know, so then you can go and research that, because it might have completely different meanings to the one that you might have used. And so you might be seeing something different to what the reader is. So if you know what deck they're using, then you know how they're reading as well. So just ask. That's if you want to really know whether you're being gypped or not. Most people don't want to know, really. They just want to go and have a bit of fun and pay some money and have a good time. So if that's all you want to do, that's great. But if you are serious about wanting to know, do it yourself, learn about it, and meditate, and then try and do it. And that might give you a bit more of a clarity. Because asking somebody else what you should do isn't always the greatest answer. Because basically, you're the one that's got to do it, and you know whether it feels right or not. So that's it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. Subscribe to 8JB08. I'm making a few series on that channel at the moment. There's some Grumpy Boy Gaming stuff on there, but there'll be some new stuff very soon. So tune in for that. And you stay classy, San Diego. Brennan?
Brennan Machillo on Instagram. Brennan Blogs on YouTube. I need subs. If anyone wants to email Bounty Films and tell them to
Now,
follow
when you
through with
say
my contract.
I need subs, you mean subscriptions, don't you?
Subscribers, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm just checking.
But if anyone wants to buy me a Subway sub, I'll take that as well.
I wasn't even thinking that way, but yeah. Okay.
Oh, like submissive? Is that what you were thinking about?
Yeah. I'm sorry. My mind just goes to porn. You guys have been talking about porn.
I went to food.
Yeah. Well, both are good.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, if anyone wants to email Bounty Films and tell them to follow through with Brendan's contract, that would be awesome. Peace out.
Sweet Chili Philly on Instagram. There'll be some artworks popping up soon. Midnight Party on YouTube. And by the time I get paid and sort out my monthly Mikey pass, I'll get back to the open mic route. You're all good, Paula.
Yeah.
And yeah, have one show with Javo before he creates another show without consulting me. But yeah. And Spoono's plugs.
Have more walks.